Hello! Can you hear me? Ho ho ho. I just realized I'm probably gonna need music for this stream. Let me work something out here real quick. I'm going to... Oh yeah, let me know if this fucking VHS overlay is annoying as shit. I might turn that off. Alright. Just gonna... Just a moment here. We're gonna figure this out. OST. Okay. Yeah, let's get this one in here. Yeah, I like this track. Okay. Can you hear it? Hold on, actually. I can just do this. Can you hear it? Oh, yes, you can. Can you hear it? I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit, if I can. There, and that should do it. Okay, and now I'm just gonna check. There, and that should do it. Okay, and now I'm just gonna check. There, and that should do it. Okay, and now I'm just gonna check. Whoa, oh, I just realized that shit was looping. I don't know if it's any better. That's a little scary. Okay, maybe you'll turn the music off for now. We'll figure that out in a bit. Oh, I know a really stupid fucking way we could do this. Okay. I'm literally just opening it in Audacity. I'm gonna tell the loop. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Let me know if it's still too high and I'll fix it. Okay, so what we're gonna do today... Oh my goodness, my bones. Okay. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna do a Creepypasta tier list. Oh my god. Okay. Thing is, I don't want to actually just rank these stories. I want to, like... I want to rank them in some fucking bullshit way. And I'm not quite sure what bullshit way I want to rank these. Like, the most obvious idea is, like, a would you survive kind of thing. But I almost don't like that because I feel like whenever it's like oh, would you survive this story? Like, a lot of these stories, it won't even be applicable. It'll just be like, oh, yeah, a scary thing happens to you. Yeah, I live. And a lot of times, too, with that sort of thing, it's just gonna be, Oh yeah, bro, I definitely survive. And then it's just like an 8 feet tall monster that could rip apart a car or something. It's like, yeah, bro, I just wouldn't be there. I don't want to do that. I want to be, I've got to be real. I don't know how we want to do this. There's probably some fucked up images in here. There's probably some fucked up stories. I don't know, like, a lot of these, even. I mean, I know quite a few. So yeah, how do you want to do this? Does anyone have any cool ideas for how we can rank these stories? Okay, well, I guess actually first things first, before we even figure out what we want to do, I can do this. This is a cool tier that I'll put for, not a creepypasta. And then I'll just do that. And you know who goes here? It's Petscop. You're not a creepypasta, buddy. I think, would you survive for Dead Bart is, would you survive watching the tape? In which case, I feel like most people would. It's like, oh wow, that tape, they predicted Michael Jackson was gonna die in 2009, that's crazy. Anyway. There's definitely some other shit in here that's not a creepypasta. Not a creepypasta tier does not apply to troll pastas. I will be including troll pastas most likely. Also, I promise you, a lot of shit here that's like random no sleep shit, that's immediately gonna go to like, I don't know who you are. I'm a classic creepypasta person. I don't know who you are. Okay. Actually, you know what? We can just start by doing. Actually, here, let me make this a little nicer. There we go. That's a little less bothersome. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I think we'll start with the would you survive thing. And then, after that, we can move on to bigger and better topics. Would you survive 1999? I don't remember what happens in 1999, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I remember, like, the gist. I know, like, if I was a kid and I was watching Caledon Local, I would not want to go to fucking Mr. Bear's house. That shit looks ass. I wouldn't want to go there. Like, my radar for that kind of thing would detect Mr. Bear as a possible threat. I would not be fucking with him. Now as an adult, I don't remember really what happens at the end. I know he, like, Mr. Bear, like, hacks the blog for a moment. And I know there's, like, a big fire pit. But isn't he just kind of like a guy that's like a Satanist? I feel like regardless, because I'm not fucking with Mr. Bear when I'm a child, I'm probably fine. Because I only have to worry about him if I'm, like, an adult. If I previously was the one that got away. So yeah, I just wouldn't be in this situation. In fact, I would not be in this situation. That's our first tier. Well, third tier, but fuck it. Yeah. A game of flashlight tag. I don't know this one, so I'm gonna rank it based off of what I think it is, because I think that's funnier. I don't know who you are as for things that I can't be asked to think of bullshit for, but I think a game of flashlight tag, I'm just gonna guess there's a ritual pasta, and somebody like, oh, you flashlight tag alone, but I'm not gonna work with that. I'm not gonna work with that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say a game of flashlight tag is would you survive a regular game of flashlight tag? And you know what, buddy? I'd win. Easy. Abandoned by Disney? Okay. Let's take the premise here. Let's take the start of the story. I feel like the difference with 1989 and Banned by Disney is that you are set off going to Mowgli's Palace or whatever. Whereas in 1999, I'm just watching the show to start with. I feel like in Abandoned by Disney, I have to go to the place, right? Hold on, let me crack open a pool. Yeah. I'll tell you the creepypasta I wouldn't survive against. I wouldn't survive against Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's gonna be the death of me, buddy. I'll tell you what. Oh, fuck. Fuck yeah, dude. How did you guys feel about the new upload, if you've seen it? Did you like it? Did you think that Grace in August 2018 was Ice Cream Monkey fan? Did you think that? That's funny. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Okay, Loki. I would survive Heaven's Stairway NYC. Because assuming in NYC, I'm probably not leaving the apartment early in the morning when that shit happens. So, I think I would. Actually, yeah, let's... You can add like a thing, right? Oh yeah, we can. Oh god. You weren't meant to see that. That's scary. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna get an image of that fucking troll face. I'm gonna put him in here. Let's go to... No, not there. Okay, yeah, this fucker was in fake art. Okay, buddy, I'm gonna go into... Okay, so that's the tier for that. I'm not going outside. Simple. Abandoned by Disney. Okay. Here's the thing. I feel like the guy in the story already lives. I don't think fucking photonegative Mickey even makes any moves against him. And I'm out of there before that guy. Because the second I find the fucking, like, the skull of the person, I'm out. I'm bouncing. I'm reporting that shit. That's fucked up. So, I would never encounter photonegative Mickey, I don't think. I think I'd be out of there by then. So, I would say... I'd say... I'm leaving... I'm winning early. These tiers are gonna be fucking stupid. Okay, I'll just put I'm living, sure. I feel like that's a pretty basic scenario. Okay, now. Okay, one of you guys might have to fill me in on Anansi's Goatman story. Because I've definitely listened to it several times. I just retain nothing about it because the concept is so, like, basic to me. I kind of got nothing out of it, to be honest. So I remember legitimately nothing that happens in it. Guess while I'm waiting for people to talk about that, and the skeleton pop out, I just ignore the problem and it works. Because if I don't get scared by the skeleton, I'm chilling. Okay, Annie96 is typing. I don't know if you've read this one. I have. Annie96's typing is, like, really annoying. Like the dialogue in Annie96's typing pisses me off. Hold on, we might have to... Look. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me move that shit. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna keep another extra window over here so I don't have to show you, like, what I've been looking up. It's nothing bad, but I just prefer not to know that. So, yeah, here's Annie96's typing. While playing around with WhatsApp, I stumbled across a weird chat. History between two people? I don't know. It scared the hell out of me. When I tried to find it again, the app crashed. It kept crashing. Fuck, it kills your WhatsApp? It's over, dude. Okay, I have to make a copy. Here it is. You asleep? No, guess you're not either, P. Can't. It's the wind. Sounds like cats fighting. What's your excuse? Studying. Frowny. So, okay, bro. WTF, the wind's so loud. That doesn't sound normal, lol. No wind over here, just rain. Bruh. Lucky you, I need my beauty sleep. No one fucking talks like this. Shit, I think I heard footsteps on the gravel outside. Get your crazy dad to check it out. I'm home alone. The fam are on holiday, remember? I told you this. Really? Till when? We should hang out. They really sound like footsteps, but there's something odd about them. I should look at the window, but my bed is so warm. What the fuck? Oh my god. Not funny, David. That's a message the smile dog says to Davey. Not funny, David. Wow, chill. Jesus Christ, dude. David, there's someone in the garden. What, really? Yes, I can see a man's back. Why are you texting someone if you see a fucking man looking at you in your yard? Get out of there! You're pissing me off! I don't like this story. I don't like this story. You know what? I would not be in the situation because I don't use WhatsApp. Also, I just... Actually... I don't like you. So this is the hell tier. This is for stories that I don't even want to dignify with ranking in the tier. I like this song, if you can tell, by the way. Song that's playing. Okay, Anansi's Goatman story. Someone said no one dies in it, but the Goatman does impersonate people and freaks everyone the fuck out. Now, here's the thing, right? I feel like part of the reason why that bothered me, like, that story, is because I seem to remember growing up, I heard that the Goatman was something completely different. Like, it was a goat guy that had, like, an axe, and he would just, like, fucking butcher people to death. And I'm like, that's badass. It's not real, but it's badass. And then they just make him into, like, a fucking random, you know, like, it's the stock woods creature, the impersonator creature, the mimic. Anyways, like, okay, here's the thing. I feel like if I'm in that situation, right, we're camping out in the woods, and it's like, oh, who's impersonating who? I feel like I'm pretty perceptive with when people are acting weird, but since it's in the woods, all the bugs are giving me, like, sensory hell. I can't focus on shit because I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes. I have to swat myself all the time. So, I feel like I might not live. I feel like I might not live in Anansi's Goatman story. I might not live. Because I'm going to be too distracted by the bugs and the Goatman's going to get me. Arizona. What happens in Arizona, guys? What crazy antics happen up in Arizona? Do we know? Has anyone ever been to Arizona ever? I don't think there's definitive proof. Ah! Art of Jacob Emery. I am dead! I'm gonna be real. I don't know who you are. Autopilot engage. I don't know who you are. Sad Night Out. I don't know who you are. So, yeah, I'm not gonna speak much further on that one. I just don't want to talk about that one because it uses a video of someone who lost their arm in I believe a washing machine accident out of context for horror, and I just don't fuck with that. I think that's kind of shit. So, not gonna... If anything, if there's anything that I know the lore of, and I'm like, oh no, I'm putting that in the grimacing tier. Been drowned. I feel like, hello, yeah, if you're just showing up, we're ranking them by, I should probably put text on, I should probably put text on how we're ranking these, huh? Yeah, that might help. Hold on, let me do a little something something. Okay. I'm gonna move this fucker off the screen. Okay. Okay. I'm just making a little text bubble here. Wait, I can add text to the stream, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Okay, that's how we're ranking these. Wow, that's big. Holy fuck. Can I make this? Wait, let me select the font. Wait. I know how we can do this. I'm gonna add I survived. Okay, and now I'm gonna select the font. Oh yeah. Oh, that is tiny. Holy fuck. Okay, and then we're just gonna move you. We're gonna move you, say, how about right here? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Oh, fuck yeah, Ed, Ed and Eddie Purgatory Theory. I think I would survive that because I'm not in the world of Ed, Ed and Eddie. And I would also theorize that it's probably not true. So I think I'm immune to Ed, Ed and Eddie Purgatory Theory. So, if you don't know, the Ed, Ed and Eddie Purgatory Theory is a fan theory about the characters from the TV show Ed, Ed and Eddie that suggests the characters are dead and living in a purgatory-like state. So, just so you know. Ben Drowned. So, Ben Drowned is a little fucking wacky. I don't know all the lore there. Because a lot of people think Ben Drowned is just sort of the original pasta. I honestly think the original story does not hold up at all. I get how influential it was. Rereading it now has me, like my skin melts off. I become the creature. I honestly, for Ben Drowned, I like just watching the videos on their own and letting my brain do the rest of the work. That's how I feel about Ben Drowned. Now, the rest of the lore, like the Moon Children shit, the part 3, I don't know anything about that. Other than that, there's a guy called Father, and then there's someone playing the game in a hotel room, and Jaduzable is in the game. Ben didn't drown. Ben, capital B-E-N, is the amalgamated, like, weird machine soul of all the people sucked into the game. And Ben the Child's, like, a separate entity, and is also kind of chill, but then Ben, the capital letters, is, like, a scary creature. It gets kind of convoluted, and I don't know how that works, but I feel like, at least if I'm in the Jaduzable shoes, I feel like I am not playing that shit once it starts, like, interfering with how I feel about things. I feel like I'm putting that down. I mean, I definitely look into it a little bit. I feel like people who say, guys, something crazy happened in this game, I would just stop playing. I feel like that's a little, like, really, buddy? You just found a ghost in a game and you're not even curious? Like, how do you know that that's actually capable of harming you? Like, you'd think if ghosts were real, you'd have heard of more cases of people being fucking killed by ghosts if they could harm people. But you never hear about that. You just hear, oh, I saw a scary ghost. So, I feel like Ben Drowned, I'm probably living. I feel like Ben Drowned, I'm probably living. I mean, I guess in Ben Drowned, the risk isn't even dying, because, like, the worst case scenario is your soul's just in the game. So, Ben Drowned could never be in this tier. I feel like I'm just living. Blindmaiden.com. I feel like I remember this one, but I don't remember anything about it. Blood Whistle. Blood Whistle exists in my mind like a dream. I can remember no specific details, but I can remember the feeling of Blood Whistle. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know shit about the Killers. I was never into the Killers. I was never into the Killers. I don't know the Killer. I don't know the Killers. I just don't know them. Oh, that's... Oh, that's... Ooh, So... Okay, maybe Baraska is grimacing tier. Because, like... I mean, as far as I know, there's nothing bad with the creator. It's just, like... It is a grimacing... Sorry, I don't want to talk about it. Like, would I survive the creepypasta? Oh, Blind Man's the one where a website shows you gore and then you get violently murdered. Yeah, that'd probably get me. Like, Blind Maiden is... I feel like once you click on, it doesn't matter if you click off, right? Like, once you click on the gore page, you're probably fucked. Yeah, I feel like that'd get me. I don't think there's a way out of that. Yeah, Baraska goes to Grimmest tier. Like I said, I don't remember anything that happens in Blood Whistle, but I feel like... Wait, no, I do remember! I remember, like, the guy just gets so disturbed by, like, the bloody Mario game that he fucking... He Squidwards himself. Fuck, dude. I feel like I'm living. I feel like I don't give a fuck if Mario's scary. I've grown up, see, with Mario being scary, over all my life, I've been microdosing Mario being scary. Like I'm immune to it like a guy who microdoses on snake venom now. I feel like no matter if scary Mario will ever affect me. I'm immune. I grew up watching fucking animations where Luigi, like, fights Mario after he's possessed by a bunch of booze, and then Mario kills like all the Mushroom Kingdom and kills Luigi, and then he's like, fuck, and then he dies. So I feel like I'm immune to Blood Whistle. Burger entries, I don't know who you are. Buried Alive model, I don't know why it's labeled as script, but I know it as Buried Alive model. Yeah, so that's Buried Alive model. Candle Cove. Okay, there's no threat in Candle Cove. I'm living. Also, this is a side note, but I really didn't even like the season 1 of Channel Zero. I thought that shit was the most, like, 5 out of 10 television ever. I feel like it did not satisfy what I would want from an expanded Candle Cove. It felt more of like an entirely unrelated story that just happened to have Candle Cove as a through line. Channel Infinity. I do vaguely remember this one. I don't remember. It's a Channel Infinity is like another ritual pasta, right? Oh, I guess I could just put this guy here. Yeah, but they're also parents from, like, what, the 70s? Nah, they have fucking lead exposure to worry about. I feel like Candle Cove's the least of their problems. Chuck E. Cheese. There's several Chuck E. Cheese stories, and none of them are good. I do not know anything about Spanish creepypasta. I'm gonna keep it a buck. My sphere is mostly like the classics from the English side. Clockwork, your time is up. I mean, I do know who you are, but I don't want to talk about you. Corruptus. I know this is more abandoned by Disney stuff, but I don't know anything that happens in Corruptus. I'm gonna be honest. I keep forgetting every time I'm told what Corruptus is. Okay, Channel Infinity is a ritual buster where you die at the end if the moon is green. Why would the moon be green? Can I avoid it? Or does it just happen? Cupcakes? I feel like I'm not in this situation because I'm not a pony. Dead Bart? I'm living. I'm living. Wait. No, I feel like if I count and then a skeleton popped out, I feel like, yeah, if I just ignore it, nothing happens. Yeah, all of these, I just ignore it and nothing happens. That's cool. Actually, low-key, I don't think I'm dying to Corruptus because I kind of don't know anything about Disney. I would not be in a Disney situation. Like, if it's just the idea of scary Disney-related, like, creatures from the collective unconscious or whatever, I'm not tied to Disney. I'm not doing that shit. I would not be in that situation. Dogs. Oh no! Oh no! Dogscape. Oh no, buddy. Doors. Yeah, I'd beat the fuck out of a door. Yeah, I'd beat the fuck out of a door. I win. Easter egg snow on Mount Silver. Is this even? It's just a scary thing. Like, does this brick your Game Boy? If the Easter egg snow on Mount Silver fucks with, like, your Game Boy permanently, there is a very specific tier it goes to. I feel like Easter egg snow on Mount Silver. You know, spiritually, it's my Game Boy is dead. I feel like my Game Boy is dead should probably go up here. It's basically just ignore the problem and it works. Oh, any distorted idea for mankind? Fuck. Fuck, dude, fuck. It's okay, it's okay. You know what? I might not live, but I feel like my odds, pretty high. Pretty high. You know, I'm kinda cool. I'm kinda cool like that. Eyeless Jack? Okay, so here's the scary thing about Eyeless Jack. They had that guy, like, apparently that guy, he's on, like, the Saskatchewan-Manitoba border. I'm near there. That's scary. Eyeless Jack could come kill me. He could take my kidney. I don't want that. And then I go to a doctor who's like, sorry, we can't do anything about your kidney. Your kidney's gone. I'm like, fuck, dude. Fuck. My kidney's gone. Also, I'm pretty sure the lore about Eyeless Jack is that Eyeless Jack is like an eldritch monster. Eyeless Jack's the result of like a failed ritual or something. I feel like I'm probably dead. I feel like he's not a mascot. Yeah, I feel like I'm probably dead to Eyeless Jack, unfortunately. I feel like there's nothing I could do. A 5-string guitar? Yeah, I can smash a 5-string guitar, easy. Funny mouth? Okay, so here's the thing. The evil scary moment. Channel Infinity doesn't even say what prompts you to get a certain result, just a 1 in 4 chance that the mood is full and green and then you die. Okay. Okay, Funny Mouth. So here's the thing. In Funny Mouth, I feel like you have to be kind of stupid or weak-willed to get fucked by the Funny Mouth creature. I have no evidence for this, but I do know that the part where the guy becomes the creature, he becomes the Funny Mouth. It's in a dream, and then the Funny Mouth, I guess, fucking puts the fingers in, you know, pulls the jaw out or whatever. I think I'm built different. Whenever scary shit starts to happen in dreams, I recognize that shit frame one, and then I literally, like, force my eyes open. This is something I would do often as a kid to cope with, like, horrible nightmares. Is I learned I could, like, close my eyes and then force them open in real life and break out of, like, the fucking paralysis or whatever. I feel like I would wake up and then I'd box the shit out of the Funny Mouth creature. I feel like I'd win. I think I'm beating Funny Mouth. I feel like I'm living. I'm beating Funny Mouth's ass. Gateway of the Mind. I feel like in Gateway of the Mind, like, I can't be the guy that gets... I'm not old. I'm not old, so I'm not gonna be, like, the guy that gets fucking all the senses removed for Gateway of the Mind. I feel like I'm just one of the crazy-ass scientists that's watching this happen. In which case, I'm living, but then I know that God hates us and doesn't want shit to do with us, which, you know, like, fair enough, but that's pretty sad. So Gateway of the Mind is... I'm living, but at what cost? Damn, bro. Really makes you think. God's mouth? Ooh. Gregory's room? Mother, I know someone wrote a creepypasta about this, but it's originally just a YouTube video. Motherfucker, you are not a creepypasta. Happy Puppet Syndrome? I don't know who you are. Happy Sunshine Daycare? Well, that sounds nice, doesn't it? It sounds like a Happy Sunshine Daycare. That sounds like a pleasant time. I don't know who you are. Have you seen this man? I'm living. That's just a guy. Actually, literally, just ignore the problem and it works. Actually, no, I'm living, but at what cost? Because if you go to the This Man website, several of the accounts are like sensual. Like people who would not be into this man, like whether they're straight or whether they just think this man looks ugly, it doesn't fucking matter. A lot of This Man dreams are him like getting it on with you in the dream. So I would be very uncomfortable with that in hindsight. I feel like that'd be fucking scary and gross. I'm living, but at what cost? Hell.exe? I don't know who you are, but Hell.exe sounds pretty funny. Hero Brian. Okay, Hero Brian, I'm living. Actually, literally, just ignore the problem and it works. Although, I feel like Hero Brian can fuck up your world. Like, well, I mean, everyone nowadays, like, so many people just play Minecraft with annoying horror mods that ruin your world. I think it's literally, you could just be chill with Hero Brian being there. I feel like the most annoying part about Hero Brian's not even that he fucks with your game. I feel like it's that if you talk about him, he removes the forum posts about him. It's like, dude, I just want to talk about my cool game. So yeah, literally just ignore the problem and it works. I don't even feel like my Game Boy's dead in this case. Homicidal Liu? I do know who Homicidal Liu is. I just don't care. Homicidal Liu is also pretty funny because the whole premise with Liu surviving is just like, technically, the Game Fuel TV story doesn't actually have Liu being dead. It just has Jeff like with a knife raised above him being like, go to sleep. Ooh. And so all the Liu stories are basically just like, yeah, but what if Jeff didn't kill him and he just tucked him into bed? And then he also became the scary killer. Makes you think. So I don't know. Leo's funny, but I'm not ranking the killers. I will rank Jeff though. I will rank Jeff when we get to Jeff. I chose the blue pill. I don't know who you are. I would choose the red pill. No, actually, no, wait, no, I don't. No, I don't. Wait, no, wait, no, wait, no. Don't take that out of context. I was just being a contrarian. Don't. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. I need a moment. Okay. I dared my best friend to ruin my life. I would not be in this situation. If you know the story, you know the story. I would not be in this situation. Simple. I hate you. I don't like you. A lot of people will... I don't know why, but a lot of people are like, guys, I Hate You is actually a good story. Do you know why Slime Beast made this story? It's because Slime Beast was like... Godzilla NES is like a shit story and only got popular because it had good sprites in it. So I'm just gonna make like a story that's kind of ass and then put sprites in it. And it's gonna get popular. And he was right. But I feel like it's an extreme... It fails as a parody because it's not even like... It doesn't really play with how the genre works. It's just kind of a normal story. It's not particularly funny in any way. It's just him trying to prove a point that I feel ignores the benefits of Godzilla NES to begin with. Yeah, it's meant to be a troll pasta, but it's not funny. It doesn't actually parody the genre well at all. To the point where tons of people just thought it was like a normal creepypasta. I feel like what it sets out to do, it's just not good. And for the record, the thing I just said about Slime Beast making that to play off, like, because he didn't like Godzilla NES, I'm not 100% sure that's true, but I remember hearing that. So take that with a grain of salt. Don't just blindly quote me on that. That's what I remember hearing. I investigate disturbing cases. These are my stories. I taught creative writing and 2 stories stood out to me. Okay, listen. I'm sure that story could be interesting and creepy. However, it is an isekai title. Why are there 2 ick bars? Why the genuine fuck are there 2 ick bars? Okay. Here's my method for ick bar. Here's my method for ick bar. This is a new tier. Whoa. I'm making them fight! I'm pitting these 2 against each other! I'm pitting these 2 against each other! These 2, I'm gonna put them against each other, they're gonna beat the shit out of each other, and I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be chilling. I feel like Mr. Widemouth is totally outscaled by fucking Ickbar, though. I feel like Ickbar is gonna fuck up Mr. Widemouth. I feel like Mr. Widemouth's fucked, but I'm making him fight. Talk about some thaw meal shit, baby. I'm living. I'm making him fight. And then this is, this is second Ickbar. This is second Ickbar tier. I'm a search and rescue officer for the U.S. Forest Service. I feel like yeah, I might not live. Like, again, this has the forest debuff where I'm just getting fucked over by bugs the entire time. So I'm not gonna have, like, half the focus to deal with these situations. No, there's a lot of shit that happens in I'm a Search and Rescue Woods. Like, it's not just the stairs. Bad shit's happening. If I'm just a random person in the woods, some bullshit could happen to me. I mean, maybe they do tie it into the stairs all to the stairs at the end. I don't remember. I just remember there's a lot of crazy shit in the woods. So I might not live. Instant death disease. I'm in. I'm dead. It's instant death disease. I can't deal with that. What am I supposed to do? Parry it? So Jane, okay, I might... See, here's the thing that pisses me off. They got 2 ick bars, but only 1 Jane. If you're a real pasta head, you know that there's 2 main Janes. There's Jane Richardson, the original, and there's Jane Arkansas, the thieving, stealing rat one, where someone just took Jane and then made a different story where it was more generic. Jane is a very different character depending on those 2 stories. I feel like Arkansas, even though she's more popular, is more boring. It's just another fucking killer. But Jane Richardson is like, it's not good, but it's really, really funny, and it's at least trying something different. So I feel like Jane Richardson sticks out in my mind a bit more, because that's the story where Jane is like an IHOP waitress who has like a healthy blood type. That's how they describe it in the story. She has a healthy blood type. So the US government, they're making an anti-killer task force. So they go to her and they're like, Mrs. Richardson, will you come with us? We need to inject you with liquid hate and make you our anti-killer soldier. So they take Jane and she's like, yes, officer, I'll go. And then they go and she gets injected with the liquid hate. And the liquid hate, it makes her blonde hair black, and it makes her skin pale. It makes her eyes completely black. And then for the next 90 seconds, she's filled with a murderous rage. She kills like all the fucking scientists there. And they knew that would happen, and they didn't fucking evacuate the facility at all. And so, after the 90 seconds are up, she's just fine. She's just like a super soldier now, but she looks a little edgy. So, Jane Richardson is really funny. There's like a bit in the Jane Richardson story. It's called Jane the Killer Born of Science, where this is like at the IHOP. Oh, you just got back from the ICMF videos? We're talking about Jane Richardson, the original version of Jane the Killer that has just an insane origin story. We're also ranking if I can survive these creepypastas. So I'm gonna rate Jane the Killer as if it's like Jane Richardson, because I like Jane Richardson more. I think her story's funnier, and I think being more distinct, being more original, that makes you stick out in your mind. If you're just gonna make another killer, I don't care. Jane Richardson is funny as fuck. So, Jane Richardson, I'm living. In fact, we have a new top tier. We are chilling. We're chilling. Jeff the Killer 2015. I don't know the 2015 version of Jeff. I don't know the killer. Jeff the Killer. So I would say I'm living because Jeff's 13. However, Jeff can just punch people in the heart and stop it instantly. Jeff is just, unfortunately, Jeff is just unexplained superhuman for some reason. I guess it's just the feeling. I guess the feeling makes him powerful. So I die in most scenarios. I feel like Jeff the Killer, Jeff the kills me probably. Jeff the Killer versus Okay, well, I'm making a fight. JVK. Okay, here's the thing. I know JVK is one of the most, like, praised video game stories. I don't remember what happens in it at all. I think I've heard JVK exactly once. It is just like a scary thing happens in a game, right? Does it destroy the game? Does it destroy the game or the console? If it, like, permanently fucks up the game or the console, we do have a tier for that. I need to know. It haunts you in real life? Well, shit, if it haunts you in real life, you're fucked. Oh, but you can ignore it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine if I literally ignore the problem. Okay, cool. Kill switch? Kill switch is literally the definition of my Game Boy is dead. Unless you're just cracked at the game and you beat everything in kill switch, I'm not cracked at the game. I'm dying to, like, the first fucking enemy kill switch. Okay. Kisaragi Station. My ass is not living. Cause you see, here's something. Here's a fun fact. I don't know Japanese. I'm going at Kisaragi Station. I have no idea what's happening. I'm fucked, dude. I'm fucked. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. Laughing Jack. If you know, you know. Lavender Town Syndrome. Okay, here's the thing. I've already tried this one. I've already tried Lavender Town Syndrome. When I was 8, I listened to the hidden frequencies. I lived. I'm living. Can't, you know what? Those Lavender Town frequencies can't get me. Can't get me. I'm living. Liars. Liars is a killer, right? Liars is basically like, what if Jeff was like a different story? I'm gonna put Liars in I Don't Know the Killer. This looks like an I Don't Know the Killer, but I'm gonna put you in I Don't Know Who You Are. Luna Game. Luna Game is in like, you're not a creepypasta. Why are you here? Mario. Okay. Mario's fucking awesome. The story itself, it's whatever, right? But the thing about Mario is that it disproves a very popular and widely conceived notion that video game creepypastas are unrealistic, and that means that they're bad. Most video game creepypastas are in fact bad. However, Mario is a video game creepypasta that does like all the tropes, but it's 100% real. It's just a guy dramatizing him playing a creepy ROM he found. Mario is proof that all this shit, that these creepypastas would never happen, that's just not true. It did happen. The guy didn't know where it came from. The guy just played a scary ROM hack and described it, and people found the image. All that shit was real. That's why I like Mario so much. In fact, the reason why it's in ChainmailChasers is because it always stuck out in my mind, this image, victim number 1. We knew eventually, by the time the series was made, we knew who made the ROM hack. We knew the motivations, but no one knew where the image came from. Obviously, it was publicly accessible on Google Images. I didn't really know that at the time. I thought it was just like an image that was in the files and the guy didn't remember where it came from. However, the sheer mystique of like, we know this creepypasta is real. We know who made the ROM hack that's about. We don't know where the image comes from. That was a magical feeling. That's why it was probably the creepypasta image I felt the most about finding. And obviously, like, I was in the victim cord server. That's the server that ended up finding the image. I like Mario. I just really like Mario. I feel like it's very interesting. I feel like I am living though. I am living. It is just a ROM hack. Memory card. I don't know who you are. Mariana Morgard Glesgorv. So, like... Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Mariana Morgard Glesgorv. Here's the question with that one. Most of the video is just you looking at the man. And it's only the part of it that's scary and makes you, like, claw out your eyes and mail them to YouTube that affects anything. I feel like, especially now, people's attention spans are so fucked up. I feel like people are gonna click off before they see the scary part. They're gonna be like, this video is boring, I don't care. They're gonna click off. Would I click off? No. I'd probably, well, I'd scrub through the timeline. I'd scrub through the video timeline. Now there creates a second question. Does seeing a tiny ass thumbnail of when the scary shit happens, impart the same effect? I feel like it probably doesn't. I feel like if you don't have the audio, we can't say for certain that it would. And it's smaller. So who's to say that whatever cognito hazardous effect it imparts is the same? I feel like I might die. But I can't say for certain. You're turning off the PC instantly, are you? You see it, you click on a random YouTube video of a man who's red staring at you and you're like, oh, this is a little scary, and you just immediately hit the power button? I don't think that's true. I feel like whenever people say that, that's just not true. Misfortune.gb. Okay. Unfortunately, my hubris will kill me. I'm definitely doing Misfortune, and that shit's gonna fuck me up, dude. I'm dead as fuck with Misfortune. I'm not beating that shit. Mr. Mix? I actually like Mr. Mix, but only the version where it's like, where what's found in the 6th level isn't revealed. Apparently, the original version of Mr. Mix actually says what's at the 6th level, whereas the version that I remember hearing is like, you don't know what they find. So, it like the hacker that sees that shit and thinks he's Mr. Mix, you have no context for what that guy could have possibly seen. That's the part of that story I fuck with. That said, if I'm playing Mr. Mix, I'm getting through like the first level and I'm like, this is fucking obnoxious. I don't care. I'm not playing it anymore. I literally just ignore the problem and it works. My brother passed away. My brother passed away when I was a child. He kept talking. isekai title. NES Godzilla. I feel like my patience for games is really low. I honestly feel like I'm not playing NES Godzilla long enough. Well, actually... No, that answer isn't right. Because NES Godzilla, if you know the lore about the cartridge, it personalizes the experience to whoever's playing it. So... I feel like it would accommodate itself for the fact that I would get like really fucking annoyed with traditional NES gameplay. Am I fucked though? Because it is just kind of like it's a fairly even game, all things considered. Like, it's connecting you to these other worlds, and it just through the medium of the game, you have like a pretty heavy layer of abstraction from what's going on. I feel like if I play the game, I'm probably having a similar experience to what the replay guy's having. It'd probably be a bit different, but like... I feel like it's more... What would happen if I played the cartridge would be more like the replay guy than Zach. I feel like it's a 50-50. I think it's I might not live. Because when it comes down to it, it really just is like... Either you or the creature will get you in the end. Never again! I don't know who you are. No End House! I feel like I hear about the No End House, and I don't go there. I would not be in this situation. Okay, so... I get the email from the Normal Porn for Normal People guy. I'm not clicking on it. I'm not in that situation. Also, it doesn't really do anything to me anyway, so whatever. Like, nowadays, if you see like a scary scam email like that, you're not clicking that shit. I don't want to get my fucking YouTube token stolen. You are in a Grimace tier. You're also not a Creepypasta, but I'll put you in the Grimace tier. On the bus. You know what? I've survived on the bus on many occasions. In fact, I win. Origin of Eyeless Jack. This is just Eyeless Jack again. Because it's Eyeless Jack again, you're going in the second Ickbar tier. Actually, because you're Jeff the Killer again, you're going in the second Ickbar tier. Actually, because you're Bloody Painter, you're going in the second Ickbar tier. Origin of Laughing Jack, you're going in the... Actually, yeah, you're still going here. Pen Pal. I don't remember Pen Pal, I'm gonna be honest. You have to understand that even, like, the most high-quality no-sleep stories... Pen Pal has the no-sleep DNA in it. It just doesn't stick with me that well. I don't remember what happens in it. I lived as Stalker. Pen Pal's Grimace? Okay, I trust you. Pen Pal's Grimace. Plankton got served? Creepy Black. I feel like Creepy Black is just like... Well, no, it's literally just a ROM hack. I guess it's I'm living because there's not even a problem. Pokemon Lost Silver. This is another one where it's just like, yeah, I'm fine. Strangled Red. All I remember about Strangled Red is that there's Missing No in it and it's edgy as fuck. Probably the major Pokepasta I kind of give a fuck about the least. I'm gonna say... I mean... Is it like... Oh god, is it like in-universe? I thought it was like a heavily narrativized ROM hack, right? I'm probably living. This music's driving me insane. I need to change it to another track. What should we do? Let's do... Yeah, let's do this one. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, actually, that doesn't work. Hold on. Pause you. Okay, I'm gonna open... Dark Water. There we go. Yeah, this is from the newest episode. Okay, Polybius. Well, that isn't that relevant. I feel like I'm probably fine with Polybius. I feel like the effects don't work on me the same. I feel like I'm you know what? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I beat Polybius the same reason I beat Lavender Town. I'm fine. Portraits. Portraits is the one where you're like, you're alone and you have to go to a cabin at night to chill, right? And then I was like, oh, there's all these strange paintings on the wall. How scary. And then you wake up and it's like, wait, those were all windows. I actually kind of like, I kind of like that story. It's short and simple, but really it has a good punch. Literally nothing happens to you. You're fine if you ignore the problem. Persuaded. Is this like a zombie story where the zombies are like, wait, being infected is awesome, you should let us bite your shit? I don't know who you are though. Actually, low-key, I do have to go to the bathroom real quick. Hold on a sec. Hold on just a moment. Okay, everyone, hi. Hello. How are we doing? Okay, let me catch up on what chat was talking about. I gotta peek at what you guys were saying. Let's see your speculation. Let's see your discussion. Yes. No, I should probably play the music again. Let's see. Loop play. There we go. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I see. I'm caught up. Okay, I know what we're talking about. Cool. Okay, we're back. Psychosis. I kind of don't want to talk about psychosis. The premise of psychosis is just like a little messy to talk about. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in Grimace tier because I don't want to bring you up. Rap Rat. Okay, now we're back to funny shit. We're back to Rap Rat. Rap Rat does something that I really like, and I wish more stories like this did. Where instead of it being like a creepypasta about like a really popular piece of media, it's a piece of media that's like so ass and no one knows about it that if you look up the creepypasta, like if you look up Rap Rat, you're gonna find the creepypasta. It has taken over the game Rap Rat. I feel like if you're going to write a creepypasta about a piece of media, it makes more sense if it's something like obscure and shitty. Because like if there were ghouls sneaking in like little scary sections in SpongeBob VHS tapes, that would be all over the news. Everyone would know. If it's just some shitty ass board game, you're gonna find that like your grandma's gonna give you that because it was for $5. Uh-oh. Now you got the ghoul. Now you got the creature. That said, I feel like the idea of Rap Rat would sound really fucking annoying. I would not be in this situation. I would play Rap Rat now, but that's only because I know about the story and like I have a couple of friends where it'd be kind of funny. In context of like I don't know what Rap Rat is, I'm probably not playing the video board game. That just sounds really annoying. Red Mist? Ronald McDonald House? Oh buddy. Ronald McDonald House. Oh boy. You know what, Ronald McDonald House? To me, spiritually, you're a beast version of your mascot. I feel like Ronald McDonald is spiritually the beast version of the mascot. Room 0. I believe you guys said nothing happens in room 0, so I'm just gonna tentatively say I'm living. Rouge.exe. Does anything happen in Rouge.exe? Why is this of all Sonic.exe ripoffs here? This feels like a random pull, huh? So he's a sentient virus in Rouge.exe. Like computer virus or like cognitohazardous organic virus? Like what kind of virus are we talking about? Oh, the context of Room 0 is that I'm listening to a grandma? That's funny. That's story time with grandma. In fact, Room 0 gets a weird chilling tier because it's story time with grandma. Rouge.exe. If it's a computer virus, that's a... My Game Boy's dead. My Game Boy's fucking dead, dude. Rugrats theory. Guys. Russian sleep experiment. Am I one of the guys in the POWs in the fucking sleep chamber? Or am I one of the Russians? The Russian scientists? Because if I'm one of the scientists, I feel like... Do any of the scientists even die? I feel like if I'm one of the scientists, I'm probably living, but I might not. Oh, if I'm a prisoner, I'm just dead, right? Like, there's no way to escape that situation. I'm dead. Dog, that shit's just Skype. Dog, that shit's Skype. Skype. You're gonna be filled with gas. I survived that every day, buddy. It's grueling, but I survive it. Skype. I'm surviving Skype, but I won't be the same person. Slenderman, oh, I am beyond fucked. We actually need to make a new tier for... I am so unbelievably fucked. Slenderman pretty consistently is like a thought form type thing, like an egregore. Dog, I am so unbelievably fucked against the Slenderman. Smile JPEG. I low-key made a whole series about this guy. I should have some thoughts about this guy. Well, my initial thought is that I don't like that they used the husky picture. The husky picture is the worst one. Actually, you know what? Here's the question. Here's the question I'll ask you. Should I rank this as canon Smile Dog, as in just the original Creepypasta? Or should I rank it as my Smile Dog? I'll let you guys decide. Oh, my Smile Dog? Okay. Yeah, I know where I go. That's true, I can just add my Smile Dog. Okay. If it's canon Smile Dog, it's like it torments you in your sleep. I kind of feel like I'd be fine. Mary E survives it for literal years. It gives you like temporal lobe epilepsy or something, or it gives you epilepsy of some kind. I feel like I might not live. But it's like Smile JPEG's basically like having a chronic illness. Like, it sucks, but I feel like it's manageable, probably. Like, it sucks, but I feel like you can find a way to live after it all. I don't know. Soul Survivor. There's a snowman on this one. I don't know who you are. Sonic.exe round 2. This is the one where it's like it's like I mean, realistically speaking, this should probably be Grimace tier, but this, I guess Sonic.exe to me is just kind of funny. Round 2 is the one where it's a detective story, right? Like, the main threat's the cult of X. I guess if I put Jack in Grimace, I should probably put Sonic.exe in Grimace. These stories are just funny to me, though. Stop eating my game! That's what he says. Stairs. Yeah, you know what? I'd win. I win the game of flashlight tag. I beat up the door. I destroy the 5-string guitar. I survived the bus trip. And you know what? I'm straight up walking up those stairs. I win. I win all of those. Okay, actually, yeah. Like, if we are actually, like, if we were to rate Sonic, it would be like, I'm not in this situation. Because if my friend sends me a DVD or CD-ROM or whatever, and it's like, whatever you do, don't play this, I'm not gonna play it. It's that simple. String theory. Well, you see, string theory, that's like theoretical physics. So that is not a creepypasta if you think about it. Oh, mouse.avi, interesting. Yeah, Squidward. Symmetry. The concept of symmetry? I feel like I survived the concept of symmetry. I feel like I survived. I feel like I survived the concept of symmetry. Actually, in fact, I don't know if I win. I don't think you can beat the concept of symmetry. You know what? Symmetry is not a creepypasta. That's a concept. Tails doll. So Tails doll is actually really interesting. Tails doll is like one of the oldest creepypastas. Because it started as rumors on like Angel Fire sites and shit in the late 90s. And it only got like actual creepypastas associated with it later. Like, don't get me wrong, there were stories written about it beforehand, rumors of what it would do. But it only got tied to the creepypasta movement later. The rumors behind Tails doll are old. They are some of the oldest creepypasta related things out there. That said, it is Tails doll. I would not be in that situation because I'm not playing Sonic R. But assuming I am playing Sonic R, I don't think I'm getting far enough to where I unlock Tails doll. So I feel like I'm just not in that situation. Ted the Caver? Okay. I'm assuming I'm caving. I feel like Ted the Caver is an immediate I'm not in this situation. Because I feel like I have to go into the cave once, and then I don't necessarily have to go back, right? If I'm just in the cave once, I'm fine. I'm not going back to that shit. Ted the Caver, I'm fine. I'm literally not in that situation either. Backrooms. Okay. If you no-clip into the backrooms, you're pretty fucked. I feel like something a lot of the videos do that I don't like is how most of them, they have the person escape in some way, but they don't really. It's like, oh, they escape, but it's just their camera or something like that. I feel like if it's that often, where it's happening that often in the footage, I feel like the odds of surviving are pretty high. But I feel like how the backrooms are intended, you're probably stranded in there. Like, no-clipping is basically a once-in-a-lifetime event. You basically have to no-clip to get back out. I feel like once you're in there, you're probably fucked. I feel like I'm probably dead. The Beast in the Night. I don't know what that is. However, they do have the image of Brutal Obscene Beast. So I'm just gonna rank that as Brutal Obscene Beast. Brutal Obscene Beast is basically like, what if the Rake had no arms, killed people with its giant fucking gross ass toenails that it impales you with like a kangaroo, and it was hairy as shit and disgusting and smelled like puke. The Brutal Obscene Beast is like, I feel like Brutal Obscene Beast, frankly, has potential for like a really fucked up horror movie, like just a really disgusting, gory horror movie. I feel like Brutal Obscene Beast has untapped potential, so to speak. I'm probably not. It is basically an animal, but I feel like if I'm charitably putting Jeff here, I feel like I'm definitely dead to Bob. The Case of Stitch, case file number 56. I don't know who you are. The Clown, the Paint, and the Turbine. I don't know who you are. The Dating Game. I should clarify. I don't know the story. I just think I'm fucked if I do dating. Okay, that's not true. Well, it is true, but only if I am out of the context. I've been in a very happy relationship for years and years and years. However, that means I have like no experience if I were to not have that relationship anymore. So I think it stays. However, in my current situation, I'm chillin'. The Dawn is your enemy. Clearly just ignore the problem. Disappearance of Ashley, Kansas. So in this case, are we saying that I live in Ashley, Kansas? Because I don't. I don't live in Kansas. I think if I live in Ashley, Kansas for the premise of this prompt, I feel like I'm probably fucked, right? I feel like once you're in there, you're just screwed. I'm dead. What the fuck is that comment? T. What's that acronym? What is TDIYE? What is that? Oh, yes. Actually, that's true. If we're being consistent, this should be in You're Not a Creepypasta. There is a creepypasta about it. However, other ones that have had a creepypasta attached to it, yes, it is a bumper. However, there was a creepypasta tied to it that it would blink at you, and that made people like freak out. The disappearance of Ashley Morgan. I don't know who you are. The Doors. Yeah, I'm beating Doors. The Expressionless. Okay, low-key. The Expressionless is funny to me because the character and the Expressionless is like a weird mannequin ghoul person, and they say, "I am God." It just makes me think that the Expressionless is like if an alien wrote a Sonic.exe story where the entity was infesting a copy of real life. I feel like the expressionless is like, if I'm in the hospital when the expressionless creature goes cuckoo bananas, I'm dead. Like it straight up kills like a whole hospital or something, if I remember right. Terrifying Tuesdays. The first person to remove their own brain. I don't know who you are. That's almost isekai title territory, but I'm not counting. I feel like you're on thin ice. The Harbinger Experiment. What is the Harbinger Experiment? This sounds familiar, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, the ranking system here? It's Can I Survive? Can I survive these creepypasta stories? So, we're not taking this too seriously. We have a lot of tiers. We have, oh yeah, Mario Time. We have We Are Chilling. We Are Chilling is the tier for, yeah, I'm straight up having a good time with these creepypasta creatures. Jane the Killer is because Jane Richardson, the original Jane, is a good person after the first, like, 90 seconds. Room Zero is literally just, like, grandma telling you a cool story. I'd Win is, like... Honestly, I'd Win is kind of a bullshit tier. Where it's like... These are all stories just named things, and I'm like, yeah, I'd win in that scenario. Like, yeah, I'd break the door, I'd break the guitar, I'd do the bus ride without dying. Ignore the problem, and it works. Self-explanatory. Squidward No is for creepypasta stories where nothing happens other than a cartoon character or video game character ends their life in a over-the-top and insensitive manner. My Game Boy is Dead is for when nothing happens to you, but your game gets permanently fucked in some way. I'm Living, self-explanatory. I leave the scenario live. I'm Living, but at what cost is where I very likely live, but it's, you know, for whatever reason, there is regret there. It's like, damn, this sucks. I die in 1 of 4 scenarios. This is just for Channel Infinity, because there's a 1 in 4 chance you get a green moon and the green moon kills you. I Might Not Live is for, like, it could go either way. It just depends on what happens in the moment. I'm Making Them Fight. This is for me making Ikbar Bigglestein fight Mr. Widemouth to death. And also there was Jeff the Killer versus Jane the Killer, so that just goes there. It's a beast version of their mascot is for Chuck E. Cheese and Ronald McDonald House, because they are in fact beast versions of mascots. Well, there isn't, well, if you know Ronald McDonald House, that might not make sense, but it's spiritually the same thing. I'm Dead is for I'm fucking dead. I'm so unbelievably fucked is for I'm metaphysically fucked, and also dating is here, the concept of dating. I would not be in the situation as I go through the start of this story, and then I successfully navigate outside of it before anything fucked up happens. Not a creepypasta is for things that are in this tier list that might have creepypastas tied to them, but they are not themselves creepypastas. And they're completely, like, independent art. Also, I put string theory and the concept of symmetry here. These are probably creepypastas. They're just named after things that aren't, and I thought it'd be funny to put them there, because I don't know what they are. This is for stories I don't like, and I don't want to dignify them with placement. And this is for things I don't want to talk about. These are for killers I don't know. This is for stories I don't know. These are for stories with long as fuck titles. These are for coma theories. And these are for duplicate entries. So, like, Jeff the Killer 2015, the various Bloody Painter stories. You know how it is. Whenever there's, like, a specific thing that colors my perception of that story, we add a new tier. That's just how it is. Now, the Harbinger Experiment. It plays loud music. And it kills all the scientists. If I'm a scientist, I'm dead, I guess. I didn't know anything about the Harbinger Experiment, but I'll take your word for it. The Rake. Yeah, if it's the Rake, I'm dead. The rake Loki just kind of trolls you and torments you, and then kills you when it wants. The showers. The showers is the one where there's like a room where there was a bunch of kids or something, right? And it's like scary. I feel like the narrator only goes there like after the fact when there's no more threat. I feel like I lived the showers, right? Because if I'm just the protagonist of the showers, then I'm just going in there and there's nothing anymore. I feel like I'm chilling. The stray. This is a stray dog. Do I beat a stray dog? I feel like I might die to like a rabid stray dog. I might not live. That's funny. The two dogs next to each other. The thing in the window. Ah! Ah, there's a scary creature in the window. Ah! I don't know who you are. The worst experience to awaken to. Well, that just sounds... The worst experience to awaken to... I don't know what this story is, but that just sounds like I live, but at what cost? This is Wyoming incident. You are not a creepypasta pig, buddy. There's a gigantic spider in my basement. I'm living about what cost? There's a big scary spider in my basement. I'm scared. That guy. You're going into killer tier. I know who you are, but I don't want to talk about you. Tamino's Hell. Tamino's Hell also isn't a creepypasta. That is an old-ass poem that someone took out of context into the creepypasta culture. Tulpa. I remember Tulpa existing, but I don't remember what's about it. I also remember Turn the Crank existing, but I don't know what it is. Also, preemptively, Nina is going here. Well, this isn't like Tulpas in general. This is a story called Tulpa. I remember it existing. I just don't remember what's it about. Okay, username 666. You're also not a creepypasta. You're a really cool short video made by Piropito. And then someone wrote some bullshit about you. Where the bad kids go. Oh, I think that's what I was remembering for with the showers. I feel like that also goes the same place. Because I'm amalgamating the showers and where the bad kids go. Wherever I put the showers is where I'll put this. For now. White with red. Okay, I think I remember this one. I think White with Red is like the old urban legend about going to a hotel and they're like, whatever you do, don't look through the keyhole of this room. And then guys are like, I'm gonna look there. And then he's just like, I look through and then there's like just some color. there's like a girl, and I'm like, oh, weird, and I go back, and then there's just a color, and then the guy goes back to the guy's like, hey, what was with that room? Why did I just see a color? And the guy's like, oh, well, that was her eye. I feel like I'm living. I feel like I just live. I mean, I don't think this is a creepypasta. I think this is an urban legend that got spread around online as well. But I'll rank it. Why not? I feel like I'm living. The world's best school psychologist. There's no way that story doesn't, like, get into really uncomfortable territory. But this picture is really funny. This picture's really funny. Yes, I'm the world's best school psychologist. How do we feel about this guy? I don't know what that is, but it looks like a Nazi rally, so I'm gonna put that in Grimace tier. Sad Satan, you're not a creepypasta, and also Grimace tier. No reserve, I just want it gone. I don't know who you are. Why is Stitch there? Okay, 100% this story's probably like the school psychologist is a creepy guy. I feel like, just based off this thumbnail, he seems like he's chill as fuck. This guy seems chill as fuck. In fact, I'm chilling. If he gets exposed, though, he goes to Grimace tier, but I don't know. Wobble World. What's Wobble World? That one looks kind of cool. You guys want to go to Wobble World? I feel like Wobble World sounds chill. I feel like I want to go to Wobble World. And because I want to go to Wobble World, I'm probably dead, but you know what? I might live. I don't know what Wobble World is like. I'm gonna go there, though. So if I go to Wobble World, I'm gonna... if it's chill, I might make it out. If it's not chill, I'm fucked. I'm going into Wobble World. I don't know what to expect. Turn the crank? I remember you existing. I don't know what you are. I don't remember. Tulpa? Okay, because no one wanted to say what Tulpa was, I'm just gonna rank this as the concept of a Tulpa. I would not be in this situation. I don't think I'm making a Tulpa, frankly. And that's our list. That's our list so far. Let me save. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. How peculiar. What a beautiful, beautiful tier list. Ah! Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. I feel like if I post that picture out of context on Twitter, someone's gonna be like, why the fuck is the dating game and I'm so unbelievably fucked? Do you know what happened to that story? Why is the school psychologist up there? Why are you chill with the school psychologist? That guy's... Don't you know that guy has like 5 Google Docs? Okay, anyway. Now we have to undo all of this. Now we have to reset. My additions are gone! They're gone forever! Okay. What should our next topic be? We could do a different tier list. Oh, he kidnapped a child. Fuck, I can't believe my friend, the school psychologist, would do this. I can't believe he would fucking do this, dude. I'm so fucking mad. I'm so upset. Okay, anyway. What should we do now? We could do another tier list, or we could do something else. What do you have in mind? More pastas? Okay, I could do that. However, I'm certain, like, a list with more pastas would be, like, how much of a chud the antagonist is? That's kind of funny. One with more pastas, like, I guarantee you, it's just gonna be like 600 no-sleep stories that I don't know. And then I have to put them in the I don't know tier. Can I survive an animal? I don't know about that. I want to keep this on topic with scary creepypasta gaming. I would sooner do like the same tier list, but for like analog horror creatures. The thing is, I know a lot less about analog horror than I do about creepypasta. I need to watch more series, actually. Maybe we could do a thing where, like, maybe not tonight, just because it'd be a complete change in topic. But, like, it might be cool if we do, like, series watch nights. I think that could be fun. Cryptid / urban legend / folklore. I'm down for the cryptids one. Hold on a sec. Let me switch